Hey, yeah, you. Have you ever tried to change your lifestyle but seem to not be able to make that transition? You said that you want to stop drinking and smoking. You said that you want to eat more healthier. You said that you want to become a landlord and not be a tenant. You said that you want to be a boss and not an employee. Inside, you probably even said that you want to stop hating on someone that you didn't even know, like racism. So, you say to yourself that I'm going to make this change, and then you wake up the next day and the day after and the day after, and before you know it, years have passed by, and you're still drinking and smoking, and you're still not eating healthier, and you're still a tenant, and you're still not a boss, and you're still a hater. But there's no worries, for I have the solution to your problem. What is happening is, your brain has already built neural pathways in order to maintain this habitual pattern. So in order to change it, you must begin to create new ones. And fortunately for you, just like the liver can be renewed, so is it true for your brain cells. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. I'm fearless. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Neurogenesis is the ability of the brain to grow new neurons. Neurons are electrical excitable nerve cells that processes and transmit information by electrical and chemical signaling. What many don't know is that your brain is constantly undergoing its own stem cell therapy within the hippocampus area. The hippocampus is the area of the brain responsible for learning information, storing long-term memory, and regulating emotions. Unlike other parts of the body that has a set lifespan before it reproduces, the brain cells typically continues to produce new neurons your entire life. What that means is, you can change at any time you will. So, what's the problem then? Well, the problem is not knowing that you have the capability to change. For anything that does not change is dead. Let's examine the brain. The brain acts like a holographic computer, and thoughts are stored in a high drive called the mental reservoir, from which you retrieve thoughts and then call them your own. Like a computer, your link to this reservoir is your etheric card or etheric code. A code is defined as a system used for transmitting messages. Never be ignorant of codes, for a code like a computer can be given a virus. To the human mind, this is interpreted as insanity, which should be called outsanity, for you are considered out of your mind at that point. Your brain has safeguard mechanisms to prevent you from becoming crazy. When a person does go crazy, they were supposed to. Like a computer, your brain can also crash. It's like being in a hypnotic coma state until you're rebooted with the facts. Have you ever talked to someone that was so numb mentally, not even the simplest notion of truth penetrates their mind? The reason this happens is because of mental chips, placed in the mind by way of religion, television, books, school, internet, and unnecessary conversation about myths, fables, tales, stories, and legends, which they call the truth. These chips begin to tell you how to think, how to talk, how to act, or even how to look. And once you accept this new program, it overrides your very own inner program bestowed on you from birth. Once you assimilate to it, you help to erase who and what you are and become who and what they want you to be. And when you do this, they are safe from you, and you eventually contribute to their causes. So, what is the solution to this problem? The problem is, most of you are already so eagerly dipped in their solutions and covered in solvents of lies, and which you thought was the solution, when in fact it has only made going against yourself and kind habitual. And on top of that, they as your artificial mental creators have never taught you that you can rebuild your brain, liver, and other powers you have. Their strategy is to kill the mind first, then the body, which give them access to your soul, and which you willfully offer them. To overcome anything is to know beyond a shadow of doubt that your brain is not limited to the neurons it is born with, or even the neurons that fills it after brain development in childhood. New neurons is always being formed. In fact, in your brain you have a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which promotes the survival of neurons by playing a key role in growth, maturation, differentiation, and maintenance of these cells, which encourages synapses formation. This helps to connect one neuron to another that is needed for thinking and learning. So, the answer to your problem is to move on to sound right reasoning, which is simply Wunawab or Wusabat. The right knowledge that can break the spell or code and allow you to rewrite your own program, better yet, reprogram your own mind from our mental reservoir to heal you from the virus that they've infected you with. It helps to clean you from the outside in and from the inside out. But it starts with knowing the facts of who and what you are and what you are capable of doing. So I implore that you work with me to remove all misinformation and replace it with the facts for the diligent inquirer, the true seeker, and the loyal. This is the key which will open the domain of all truths. You possess that key, for the key does not open the door, you do. I'm Kef Ray, and this is Back to the Basic. Like, share, and subscribe. Facts we stated, you wanna know something, go back to basics. Most saw trapping was called the Matrix. The world frivolized, yet it's hard to face it. So I spread truth, hope you embrace it.